live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, live and direct on live streaming app of Enter Biafra on iOS and on Android. Today is the 29th day of November 2022. And we have come today to continue the awareness for Biafra, freedom and exit from Nigeria by 2023. This evening, we have come to go deeper on the treacherous Ejiofor. Of course, we are going to combine this broadcast. It is going to be the broadcast of exposing the Nigeria Fulani terrorists and at the same time addressing the governor of Enugu State. And also, we have a message for the so-called governor candidate or flag bearer of one of the political party in Enugu State, a gubernatorial candidate. We have a message for that. We have an announcement to make to Biafrans. So we have an announcement to make concerning the activities of Governor Ugwanye on vigilantes who have taken it upon themselves to protect their land and their villages. We also have an announcement to make, especially warning to the commander, whatever they call him, of the 82nd. And this particular announcement will come later on during this broadcast. So today, we are going to do one thing. The thing we are going to do is to, first of all, read Barrister Ejiofor's press statement on the 8th of July or the 8th of June 2021 after the stage attack where the Commander General was assassinated. You know, some of you don't understand how this thing works. Barrister Ejiofor is a lawyer and he knows what I'm doing. But an ordinary man will be, bored. Or maybe you don't want to be hearing this particular gentle anymore. No, that is for ordinary people. But us, somebody like me with experience, when you want to prosecute a criminal, if you are a prosecutor, you want to prosecute a criminal. You go to court, you indict a criminal, you take the criminal to court, you find out the cardinal point of that particular criminal, where the judge will, from that particular point, the judge will find every other thing that the criminal have committed. That will help to find a very suitable verdict of imprisonment against that criminal. You focus on it. So sometimes some people find it annoying. Ordinary people, when they go to court, they will be seeing a prosecutor focusing on one point, and you'll be angry. And that will even make you more unstable in the court. You will feel very uncomfortable because the prosecutor will always be asking you, if we want to talk, he will mention one thing and the thing will pain you. Because you that committed the crime, you know what you have done. So the prosecutor will do. He will talk one thing. And you, as a criminal that you are, you will be wondering, why is it that this man is always saying this? Why is why is it? But because the prosecutor, with his experience, after going through police protocol and interrogation, know where the cardinal point is, know where the center of attraction or center point or whatever you can call it, is. So, and he will be pinching you in that place, and you will be uncomfortable inside the courtroom until you lose focus, until you lose balance, until you cannot explain anything again. By the time they invite you to talk, you will be messing up because you know you have committed that crime. or you know that you know your involvement in such crime. So they'll throw you off balance. You begin to yap. At the end of the day, you will go out. When the verdict comes, you'll be wondering whether you are the one who actually said those things in the court. So that's what I'm doing to Barrister Ejiofor. But people will not understand why I am mentioning gentle every time. I am not here to discuss gentle, but I'm telling you that everything centers on the killing and assassination of Gentle in Barrister Ejiofor's house. That the killing of Gentle will be connecting every killings of the ESN. That particular killing of Gentle will connect the kidnapping of Onyendu. That killing of Gentle will, will connect all the atrocities, including the visitation and invasion of Biafra land by the criminal Abakaere, who is now in prison. Everything is connected. It was the Ejiofor meeting with the Southeast governor that facilitated the coming of this criminal, a criminal Abakaere, who came and started massacring our people in order to restore peace, that I don't know whether we are fighting war. It was Ejiofor's doing. If you do not know, Abakaere coming to southern Nigeria, coming to Biafra land, posing with picture and the airport every day, killing our young men in Imo State. Ejiofor was part and parcel of it. If you don't know that, know it today. Now, there is one thing I want Biafrans to know. We are going to read Ejiofor's own press statement. You know, like when that idiot that called himself faceless human rights lawyer was saying, oh, threat on Ejiofor must stop. Ejiofor, without exposing Ejiofor to the extent that all of them will be running away like the criminals in DOS are running now. You see them, some of them, of course, they after what they do is they post, they delete, they post, they delete. You know, unstable people, people that are not consistent, people that are criminal, they can never stand one place. They will post something. Have you ever seen us deleting anything? We don't delete anything, except that if I tag a wrong person, which happen very rarely, if I tag a wrong person in Twitter, you know, Twitter, you cannot edit Twitter. So if I tag wrong person, for example, a few days ago, I mistakenly tagged wrong person when I was trying to tag this treacherous Ejiofor. I had to delete the post and put and edit it and post the same post again. The same thing. We don't delete. Whether you know whether we are wrong or we are right, we don't delete anything. It is always there. That is how to know those who are sincere. It is not those who are, when they open their mouth there, they say a different thing. They open another mouth there, they say a different thing. They post something now, they delete it in 5 minutes. They post another one, they delete it in 5 minutes. They post another one. These are the characteristics of criminals. How to name them. And today I have come again. You know, our own is that we will chip in small. Your eyes will open. You will begin to think deep. Today, I have come to add Femi Fani Kayode. I am adding him with question mark. I am adding FFK with question mark. Police, when police arrest you, they will say, whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law. So, as we go on, our own is to bring something that is hidden for you to be the judge. So today, we are adding Femi Fani Kayode. And I will make analysis. You are going to be the judge. Maybe after few months, or maybe when I go deeper into the analysis, you can begin to make up your mind. And these people I'm talking about, Femi Fani Kayode is a lawyer. Ejiofor is a lawyer. All of them knows what I'm talking about. So we are going to add Femi Fani Kayode with a question mark on it. So I want everybody to listen as we go to this particular analysis. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. All right, you're welcome back. As you all know, we are going to read Barrister Ejiofor's press release on the 8th of June 2021. Here we go. This is the press release of Barrister Ejiofor. It is online, and you can access it online, available everywhere. So nobody edited it. Nobody edited it. So we are going to read it. I want everyone to watch and listen very, very, very attentively. Very, very attentively. Now, press release by Femi Ejiofor, IPOB lawyer, on the invasion of his home. He said, second bloody invasion of my ancestral home, too many. And I want to correct somebody who said, somebody who commented here, what is the name again? Somebody commented here and said, let me address him, very important, because I don't know whether he has been following this exposition. Somebody called No Time very good. Hi, Chineke. How can somebody be answering such name? And I will be responding to, who are you now? Where are you from? What is No Time very good? I don't understand. Somebody without a name will come and be arguing, and if you open this thing, you will find out that Buhari, I don't know who is it in the profile. But let me address you. He said, my question to you all, saying that Ejiofor is a mole, and yet the zoo government have made an attempt on his life twice because of Biafra and Ipob. How can we start accusing him of sabotage? I don't understand what he's saying. But this shows that this is the Dundee we are talking about. Did Ejiofor tell you that he was attacked because he's representing IPOB? Ejiofor is accusing somebody called Emeka Offor that Ejiofor is after his life. Is Ejiofor federal government? Somebody have come to the program because we have been asking, what did Ejiofor do to Ejiofor for Ejiofor to be after Ejiofor's life? And Ejiofor have not filed not even single suit against Ejiofor. He has always come to social media to brag and accuse Ejiofor of trying to assassinate him. Did you hear Ejiofor say he was being attacked because he is representing IPOB? Is Ejiofor the only lawyer that is representing IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. Ejiofor knows those who are after him, if anybody were actually after him. So this person that is very ignorant commenting this, go and watch our exposition, because your problem is, some of you, your problem is that you do not follow what we are doing and you jump in the middle and start talking without starting from the beginning. Go and watch, read your books so that you pass the exam. You cannot come and read the book. Just like the Ejiofor, how Ejiofor passed his law school is that they went on 10 months strike. Coming back to calling off the strike, he wrote exam. So he only passed the exam. He did not study law to know what we call critical thinking in law and critical reasoning. Law is all about critical thinking. If you do not think critically, you cannot be a good lawyer. And for you to think critically, you need to study very well, not coming from strike, you enter exam hall and pass the exam. That is what they are doing now. Like today now, the people, the university in Nigeria, they are writing exam. After they call off the strike, they started writing exam. So how do you develop your critical thinking? When when Ejiofor was in Lagos with people or with Yahoo people, where they are calling India, saying they are from India and Dubai and America, Ejiofor was busy going to Lagos to hustle and meet his friend who are Yahoo boys during the time of the school days. So anytime they are on strike, Ejiofor was in Lagos doing Yahoo. So which time did he use to develop his critical thinking? That is why he could not differentiate what is adjournment and striking out a case from the court. He came out openly to say it is done and dusted, that I don't have any business with this court again. Ejiofor, a lawyer, say he don't have a business in a court that actually adjourned the case indefinitely, which means Ejiofor will continue to have business with that court until that case that have been adjourned indefinitely is treated. Ejiofor came openly to say it. So how do you expect somebody like that who study from Yahoo office in Lagos and go to exam hall in Oka? Is it Oka? So how do you expect him to go and become a good lawyer, like we are seeing it today? And he came out and started accusing Ejiofor. Is Ejiofor Nigeria? If he is Ejiofor, and we were told from a reliable source that Ejiofor is not against after Ejiofor. Ejiofor is after cultists that they formed in the Orifite, and Ejiofor happened to be part of those who formed the cult. So the cultism, Ejiofor is fighting cultism. So Ejiofor is on the run for being a cult member in Orifite. That was the information somebody passed to us on this program. So that is the truth. So, but this guy had distracted us. So let us continue. So we'll continue now. The text is very small, but we are going to read it. So, request for thorough investigation of the unprovoked bloody attack on my home and the heinous crime committed therein by the assailant in Army, Police, DSS, Civil Defense uniform, and demand for immediate, unconditional release of my domestic staff abducted in my peaceful home. I do not know why Ejiofor will continue to put peaceful home. Is any home violent home? Why would you be adding peaceful home, peaceful home? Did anybody say that Ejiofor's house is a violent house or a violent home? But you can use your tongue and count your teeth. To him alone shall all the glory and adoration be ascribed unto. I don't like reading all this nonsense, because this is what they do. They will kill people, they will win election with killing people, and they will go and start telling you that God have done it again. Why the blood of innocent has been wasted. This is the situation and the true story of Nigeria. They kill people to win election. They tell you God have done it. I do not know whether God is sending them to kill people to win election. Ejiofor is doing the same thing. First of all, he wants to show you he's a knight. He's praying to God. You are going to read a story. You know, before they killed Gentle, they took Gentle to that bishop who, first of all, attacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, slander his name on hearing that he has been kidnapped from Kenya. They went to that bishop. They prayed the last prayer to Gentle, and they came back and assassinated Gentle. Now, the Lord is my security. He will keep my foot from being caught in a trap. Proverb 3:16. Proverb 3:16. Ejiofor claimed that God is his security while he was hiding behind a bulletproof door. Ejiofor did not allow this particular Proverb 3:26 to protect him and remove the bulletproof door, so that when these people came, if they truly was looking for him, they are going to run away on entering their gate. I don't know whether this same so-called the PA of Ejiofor is not also created by this same God of Proverbs 3:26, that Ejiofor was inside calling on his God and telling the God not to protect this his PA so that the PA will be killed. You know, miraculously, the God of Ejiofor protected every other person, including his own senior brother. The God went and strike all the security personnel who have already succeeded in kidnapping his own senior brother, and they took him out of his house. Ejiofor was praying this Proverb 3:26. The Proverb 3:26 went and rescued the brother. The only person that the Proverb 3:26 did not work on is the PA of Ejiofor. PA of Ejiofor, who happened to be called Gentle Lion. My special thanks goes to the Almighty Chukwuokike Abiama, who made it possible for me to see another day today. Okay. I am eternally grateful to my client. Listen, I'm eternally grateful. Ejiofor is not mentioning the people he is very grateful to. Eternally grateful to my client, my brother, and friend, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of the world largest freedom movement, IPOB, whose prompt intervention using all available platforms to proactively stop the danger staring on my face at that point in time. And when it matters most, I want you people to understand that while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu genuinely was trying to save Ejiofor, I was part of the people that was contacted. And I went live that night and started making broadcast, calling on every ESN anywhere around Anambra State to mobilize and go to rescue Ejiofor. I was on live broadcast, directly contacted by Onyendu. Onyendu was very in the midnight that Ejiofor is under attack. Everybody was disturbed. Little did we know that it was all staged. Onyendu began to make call here and there. I came online. I was on the phone with Ejiofor. This Ejiofor that is telling you people he spoke to Simon Ekpa 2 times. I was on the phone with Ejiofor with this one that was inside the house with him. Onyendu did not know that indeed some people can actually give a kiss of death. Now, let us continue to read. I also wish to thank the member of the Noble Movement family for standing tall and proactively too when it matters most in my life. Dalono, ụmụ Chineke, ezigbote ụmụ Chineke abagonia. I must deeply appreciate the untiring effort of my client, friend, and in-law, Chief Femi Fani Kayode, for defying sleep at that wee hours of the night when he got the source from me to alert the whole world and those that mattered on the bloody attack invasion of my peaceful home by those whose primary duty is to secure lives and property. He has remained consistent in updating the world on development so far. I can't thank him or thank you enough. Ejiofor was here thanking Femi Fani Kayode for he reached out to him, and Femi Fani Kayode, begin to do untiring effort and all that. Why I am putting a question mark on Femi Fani Kayode is that upon all the things that the Zulu government has done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, upon all the disobedience of court order, upon all the human rights, Femi Fani Kayode claimed to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's friend. Ejiofor communicated with him during the time his house was under attack. I want you people to see connection of this. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not sleeping with pillow, Ejiofor did not call Femi Fani Kayode. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not allowed to see doctor, Ejiofor did not alert Femi Fani Kayode to alert the world, because Femi Fani Kayode, according to Ejiofor, have access to the world. Ejiofor decided to limit the information from spreading to the world through Femi Fani Kayode. We have not here where Ejiofor is making press statement inviting Femi Fani Kayode to talk. Or after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did anything change between Ejiofor and Femi Fani Kayode? We want to know. We want to know. I want people to think. That is what is called critical thinking. You have to, Biafra will think deep. So I want to ask you, Biafrans, today, what went wrong between Ejiofor and Femi Fani Kayode from 6th or 5th of June 2021 to the time Onyendu was kidnapped from Kenya in the same June? Femi Fani Kayode was active, according to Ejiofor, calling the whole world that Ejiofor must be protected. Ejiofor, his house is this, everybody must come, CNN, America come. And from the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition to Nigeria, Ejiofor don't know anybody called Femi Fani Kayode. All of a sudden, Femi Fani Kayode went silent. The same Femi who Ejiofor is thanking now, because that time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not been rendition to Nigeria. So, can we now ask this treacherous and criminal Ejiofor, what effort has he made? Because it is like Femi Fani Kayode is not in Nigeria to know what is happening in a case where Ejiofor is handling Ejiofor, his friend. We even saw a picture of Ejiofor and Femi Fani Kayode, where Ejiofor paid a visit to Femi Fani Kayode. I want to know, this visit that Ejiofor was paying to Femi Fani Kayode, was it as a result of the discussion between him and the people of the Southeast governor, or was it as a client and the in-law? I am asking questions, and that is why I said we are going to bring in Femi Fani Kayode today, and we are going to put it a question mark like this. Bam. So, and I know all of you have seen a picture where Ejiofor visited Femi Fani Kayode. They snapped pictures and they shared it on social media. My question is this: since Ejiofor know that Femi Fani Kayode is somebody on Unerinoku, which was the reason he contacted Femi Fani Kayode to inform the world, why has Ejiofor refused to contact Femi Fani Kayode to inform the world on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it because Femi Fani Kayode cannot do that because something has gone wrong somewhere? Because he cannot come now and start saying it. Because Otiega Kia Nansa Aboki. Omanyega Ka Nansa Aboki. Is it because of that? I am only asking question. I want you people to think. We want to ask Ejiofor, between the 6th of June 2021 to the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria, what went wrong between Ejiofor and Femi Fani Kayode that all of a sudden Femi Fani Kayode can no longer speak for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What went wrong that all of a sudden, in all the brouhaha that is happening in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, Femi Fani Kayode have lost his voice? Femi Fani Kayode, who according to Ejiofor was informing the world, all of a sudden lost his voice. Let us go forward. So I have established that Ejiofor recognized the fact that Femi Fani Kayode is somebody that have connection to the entire world. So he informed him and he was making contact. I don't know why the same Ejiofor, who knows that Femi Fani Kayode have access to the world, and the Ejiofor know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs somebody to speak to the world. All of a sudden, Ejiofor don't know that Femi Fani Kayode is existing again. I want you to be asking yourself, ask Ejiofor that question. Let us continue. I want to specifically thank my people of good conscience, particularly the member of my noble association, MBA, the erudite president of the bar. I don't know whether this erudite is something that if you do not put erudite, the person will not be happy. erudite president of the bar, Mr. Olumide Apata, who was consistently checking on me and keeping touch at the heat of the turbulent hour. My thank also goes to our indelible chairman of the MBA Abuja branch, Mr. Bulus Atsen, who was relentless in his bid to ensure that truth is not swept under the carpet. He is more than a brother. I will not forget to appreciate my own brother and friend, who has always been with me in defending his noble family, Barrister Ejiofor. Let us continue. Contribution of the Inter-Society and the Civil Liberty Organization on Onitsha, Eastern Nigeria, ably led by my brother and a friend, the fearless Chief Emeka Umwe Basile, in raising the first alert security concern on the safety of my life, cannot be overemphasized. He has always been there for me anytime, any day. I cannot thank him enough. The members of the print, social, and television space who widely reported and in one accord roundly condemned this crime against humanity are deeply appreciated. Very unfortunately, the well-planned, premeditated attack on my ancestral home resulted in the brutal murder of my long-standing personal aide, Mr. Samuel Okoro, aka Gentle Biggie. Ejiofor have now again agreed that the name of his PA is Gentle Biggie. But when he was asked, your PA, Gentle Lion, of course, like I have said in the past, that they added Lion there, whether Gentle Lion was his PA or not, Ejiofor did not answer the question. Ejiofor said that the name of the PA is not Gentle. So here, Ejiofor say the name of the PA, aka Gentle Biggie. Gentle Biggie is not a PA. Gentle Biggie is ESN commander. That fact has been established. Let Ejiofor come and say that Biggie is not a ESN commander. So, who was shot and consequently injected with lethal substance before being set ablaze in my car, which the demon in uniform made away with on this Black Sunday, 6th June 2021. And I say, may your death never go in vain. That is the prayer that is working now. Because the gentle lion and the biggie or whatever jack, death is not going in vain. That is why God is using some people to expose the hidden and the things surrounding his death. I don't know. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. Chukwokike must expose and disgrace that liar FKK in his undercover marriage with Caroline Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He said, Ejiofor said, avenge your death from wherever part of the heaven you may be. Be assured that your death can never be in vain. That is exactly what the God and the same spirit of gentle Biggie is doing right now. Ejiofor never believed that a day like this will come. Now, Ejiofor wrote background of what transpired leading to the death of or the assassination of Gentle Lion or Gentle Biggie or Gentle Jack. Okay, this press statement will be as brief as it can because it is scheduled to come in batches with development of time. But be assured that I have more than enough evidence to demonstrate to the world that the uninformed invaders, assailant, actually came to assassinate me and every living object in my ancestral home, unprovoked for the second time in less than 2 years, in the wee hour of Sunday, 6 June 2021. Ejiofor told you that they have come to assassinate him and every living being in his ancestral home. When Ejiofor say every living being, you read it, you saw it. Ejiofor say they came to kill him and kill every living being in his own home. So that did not happen. Ejiofor was writing this after his own brother was taken and they allow him and they release him. The same time, the same hour, they did not kill Ejiofor elder brother. Ejiofor said they arrested and abducted the domestic staff. They did not kill the domestic staff of Ejiofor. The domestic staff are living beings, are living things. They are human beings. They did not kill them. Ejiofor was in the house when these people came and was watching them on CCTV. They killed that single person and they left. Ejiofor was there. But Ejiofor, after this event, after this attack, is telling you that they came to kill every living thing. I do not know what is the rationale behind that. If they want to kill, if they have come to kill every living thing, why would they allow your brother to go? If they have come to kill every living thing, why would they take your domestic staff, the people you call your domestic staff, to the DSS and lock them up? If they have come to kill every living thing, why are dogs in your house? Well, I don't know whether that is dog, but anyway, why? So I want people to know that this is a press statement released by a criminal. When you commit all this, if you are involved in all this kind of criminal, you can never know, everything will be cut and joined, it will be zigzag. And sometimes when somebody like us will come here to start analyzing it, even Ejiofor will be wondering, did I actually wrote this? But he wrote it. He wrote it because he thought the IPOB of today and Biafra movement of today is in the Achikote Ekwonu illiterate. No, we are not illiterate. We are well grounded. We are well grounded. So Ejiofor say they want to, if they have killed everybody, if they have killed the brother, if they have killed all the domestic staff, if they have killed everything in his compound, and let us even assume that they did not enter because of bulletproof house, we can be, Ejiofor can come out and say, oh, it was because of the bulletproof house or bulletproof door. Otherwise, their intention was to kill every living thing in my house. But they didn't get to me because I was hiding behind the bulletproof door. Then the statement will make sense. But here, your senior brother was not even taken out of your village. They allowed him there. He went back. Nobody killed him. Your domestic, the people you call your domestic staff, they did not kill them. They took them to their station or wherever. But it is only Gento that was killed. How can you come publicly and say they want to eliminate, their plan was to kill every living thing? So it does not make sense. And that is to show you that Ejiofor was not telling you the truth. That is to show you that Ejiofor is a criminal and there is something that he was hiding. There is something that is not adding up. And that thing that is not adding up is what I'm exposing to you today. For you to know those things that make Ejiofor to be messianic. I call it messian. So listen. Now, he said, I had waited for 24 hours for those that invaded my home to tell the world their true mission to my peaceful residential home in Umunakwe, Ifite, or Ifite, Ebusigo local government, Anambra State. But nothing is forthcoming. Hence, mine will be coming in stage as I had assured. I have always been more frequent at home for the past few months. I want you people to listen. Ejiofor say he has always been frequent at home for the past few months. This frequent at home means that Ejiofor was going to meeting where the elimination of ESL were being planned, where the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was being planned by the governors, where how to destroy Biafra struggle were being planned by Ohaneze Ndigbo and all the people he called stakeholders. The highly security sensitive security meeting Ejiofor was going was the reason why Ejiofor was frequent at home for the past few months. Not because I was coming for any special ceremony, but discussion on achieving lasting peace in our region, which process had yielded appreciable success and result. Are you hearing it? Ejiofor is telling you that his frequent going to home these few months was to discuss how to achieve lasting peace in our region, which process had yielded result. The result that Ejiofor is talking about here is the killing of the ESN commanders, because they believe that ESN commanders are the one causing trouble in Biafra land. They believe that just like what they are saying now, it is not different. It is not different when they say, oh, Simon Ekpa is the security. Why they saw that what we are doing, and they are seeing that what we are doing is to arm our people to self-defense our mothers, helpless children, that the Fulani terrorists are coming from Sahel, from different parts of Africa to kill. Today, they are even saying that, some of them are even saying that, oh, it is the IPOB, it is Biafrans that are doing it, not Fulani. And you don't even, and they have gotten to that level. The killing in Agato, the killing in Benue State, even where Autumn went and decided to form security outfit. I don't know whether they are going to say it is also Biafrans. The killing all over Nigeria, it comes to Biafra land. The people that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like the woman that her nude was flying on social media. All of them are the same. These are the people that comes now to tell you, oh, Simon Ekpa is this, this security is Simon Ekpa. No Fulani. They have come to even openly say, no Fulani is killing. I want you people to understand. These are the people that Ejiofor and the Southeast governors were working with. And that's why they can tell you this person was on TV, that person was on TV, and they were seeing the secretary, and they saw the secretary of Onyendu and the other. All those rubbish. because they were part and parcel of the meeting with Ejiofor. So Ejiofor was frequent at home to make peace that we don't know. The same accusation you see today going on is the same thing they accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say, oh, he's the one, insecurity everywhere. The same thing Ejiofor claimed to be defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the same time, fighting everything security. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place to safeguard and secure our land. That was the meeting Ejiofor was attending. Today, Ejiofor is not even hiding it. Ejiofor was defending or is claiming to be defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he has not come to demonstrate he's defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every time Ejiofor come out from see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is all about Igbo land, killing, ndị ntọ, ndị na-egbu mmadụ, ndị na-eme ihe ọjọọ, ndị na-ezu ohi. We don't know whether it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that were sending people to go and do ohi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while he was still here with us, is everywhere in Igbo land. There are criminals. There are kidnappers. There are people who kidnap. There are people who, is it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that sent them? The answer is no. So why is Ejiofor now, everything that happened in Igbo land, it becomes IPOB. Everything that happened in Igbo land, it becomes a Ekperima land. Everything that happened in Igbo land, Ejiofor now, connect it with Biafra, just to destroy Biafra, because that was the agreement he had with the governors. That is why I say Ejiofor continue going to see Onyendu is very dangerous. And it is the reason why when Onyendu give message from the beginning, Ejiofor have destroyed every message that Onyendu gave. That would have give this particular struggle a better shape. Ejiofor destroyed it. Onyendu say, Samanekpa should pardon the affair. Ejiofor say over his dead body because he know he cannot buy me. He know he cannot deceive me. Ejiofor say over his dead body. He decided to start working with the criminals that he can deceive. He deceived Edoziaha. He deceived the Onyoshi in Kuwait, the Abbas, who is now running Kitikata. He deceived them. They collected money from Anambra politicians. They collected money from Soludo's in-law. They collected money. They are now opening office in Soludo's in-law. Every day, that Soludo in-law is giving them money. Sometimes he gives them 15 million. Sometimes he gives them small chakri money. And all these things were happening. I am talking to you now. The mission of Ejiofor is to destroy Biafra struggle. So let us read. They can sit at home. You can name it now. I don't need to. But I want us to read again. I have always been more frequent at home for the past few months, not because I was coming for any special ceremony, but because to discuss or on achieving lasting peace in our region, which process had yielded appreciable success. When Ejiofor was writing this thing, they have concluded on kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Ejiofor was writing this thing, they have concluded on kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor went and told the Muhammad Abbas in Kuwait that they have rounded on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of you listen to the audio now. That they have rounded up on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the peaceful. That is yielded the desired peaceful result that Ejiofor was talking about. Because by the time they have attacked Ejiofor house and killed that commander, that's another piece. That's another success recorded. And they have already concluded on how to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they already rounded him up, which they are confessing. And I have played the audio. I have played the voice here. So you see the success Ejiofor was writing back then when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still with us was because they have concluded the plan how to kidnap him. And all of you also listening to him, how he bragged. He said, come to Benin Republic and do program now. He challenged me that if I'm a man, I should come to Benin Republic to make broadcast so that they will round up on me too. You know, when they are making all these things, they don't know when they confess. They say, if I am a man, I should come to Benin Republic. So one moment.
Make another step. I tried to lay my hands on the passport copy of our leader. Do you understand me? I made this move. Yes, I made this move. I got the passport copy of our leader. So what I did was I went to social media in order to stop the kind of rumor, the kind of misinformation going on. I have gotten that it was in Kenya, so I went on social media and normally said. But this time around, on that particular day he was adopted, I was on telephone with him. We spoke the first 45 minutes. We were discussing an issue, and he called me back again to continue the discussion like another 38 minutes. I don't forget that day. Then he told me, okay, later in the night, we will talk. That was 8:45 p.m. my local time. From that time, because he's somebody that we talk anytime. In fact, let me tell you something, Mazi. Sometimes I have to think.
I was expecting somebody. I was expecting somebody to actually comment this social media. I was expecting somebody to comment on this social media. Somebody actually PJB Creative Channel. Social media. You guys are funny.
Bishop Chukuma made a statement I read online. Few hours Onyendu was brought to Nigeria. I was shocked. So I said to myself, no, we have to wake up. These guys are about to destroy us. They are about to destroy us. I said, I have to wake up. I pick up the phone. I pick up the courage because I saw it was a heavy blackmail, because Reverend and Bishop Chukuma said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted through the Nigerian Intelligence Agency, NIA, with the help of some female. Do you understand me? And he was adopted in Brazil, put into a booth in Cadillac, and put in a private jet and brought down to Nigeria. I called Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor told me that he was adopted in Ethiopia.
Okay.
I asked Barrister Ejiofor who gave him this information. He told me it was a DSS officer when they served them the paper in his law chamber.
Okay.
I told him, Barrister, all these informations are not true, but there is element of truth I will pick, because what they are giving is like a tip. So I start working on those tips.
All of them are cooked lies. You know, just the same thing Ejiofor is doing is the same thing this one is doing. Lies everywhere. You know, this one will tell you this, but they knows what actually happened. Because at the end of the day, this one say, I know he was in Kenya. From nowhere, he know he was in Kenya. And Ejiofor, ask Ejiofor today to bring that paper they served them, that the DSS wrote that they took him from Ethiopia. Ejiofor cannot provide such paper because such document does not exist. Okay? And they denied him visa to Finland 3 times. They denied him visa. So, but let us read. Now, ostensibly offering solution for lasting peace, which Sheikh Gumi, who is effectively but brazenly aiding, abetting, and benefiting from the proceed of heinous activities of Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, and bandit cannot offer, but still protected by security agent of the state. I want you people to understand that this Ejiofor, who claimed to be defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is now making reference to Gumi and Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen. I do not know what Ejiofor is trying to do here. I don't know what he's trying to present here, but of course, from you and I, we now understand that Ejiofor is now, trying to, reference Boko Haram, trying to compare Boko Haram and IPOB. That is what Ejiofor is doing here. Otherwise, why would Ejiofor be talking about Gumi and Boko Haram, that he is coming to do what Gumi is doing? I am telling you, Ejiofor is now telling you he is doing what Gumi is doing. So which means Ejiofor have access to ESN, which means Ejiofor has access to ESN commanders. Because if Ejiofor is now trying to tell you that he is doing what Gumi is doing, Gumi have access to terrorists. IPOB is not terrorist, but we have our security. So Ejiofor have access to the security. That is why I call him the eye of the caliphate in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Welcome back. So you have seen that. He is the eye of the Fulani Caliphate in IPOB because he gained the trust of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He gained the trust of IPOB ESN personnel, and he entered them. And he began to pass vital information to what led to the death of Ikonso. Don't be surprised that Ejiofor was having meeting with the ESN commanders, including meeting with Ikonso. Don't be surprised that Ejiofor don't be surprised that even Ikonso may have passed a night in Ejiofor's house. What I'm telling you is nothing but the truth. So Ejiofor was acting like Gumi. How Gumi was acting to the bandit is the exact thing Ejiofor was doing to IPOB and ESN. And he penetrated and began to go for meeting. Let us read. I am reading his writing, it is not me saying it. He said, ostensibly offering that he was frequently coming home to ostensibly offering solution for lasting peace, which Sheikh Gumi, who is effectively but brazenly aiding, abetting, and benefiting from the proceed of heinous activities of Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, and bandits, cannot offer, but still protected by the security agent of the state. These meetings have always been the knowledge and commendation of all relevant stakeholders, whom I may not mention in this part of my press statement. You see, it was involving all stakeholders that Ejiofor does not want to mention in this press statement, but Ejiofor mentioned it. Ejiofor mentioned it during the interview, which I played. Ejiofor said the governors, the political elite, the all stakeholders, Nigeria security agent, they are of the know of this particular thing he is doing. He said that if it was to be in a very good society, he must be protected. Now, as Ejiofor, protecting Ejiofor against who? Who against who? If you are having security meeting with the state, governors, the security agent, so who should protect you? Against what? Because there is something inside Ejiofor know that one day this whole thing is going to be made open. So who is are you what are you who Ejiofor said he should be protected against who? I am asking. Is it against the same state that he's working for? Or against the people that he has exposed and they killed them? I don't understand. But anyway, it is left for you. What we do here is to expose, and then you can be the judge. And interestingly, the now late Mr. Samuel Okoro, which is the gentle, who was my personal assistant, had always been with me. I risked my life, abandoned my lovely family to travel home, more often because of my desire for a total peace that will bring to an end the entire hostilities in our region. I want you people to read along the line. Ejiofor leaving his family, risking everything to frequently travel down to Southeast to make sure that he bring peace and to end the entire hostility in Southeast region. This is what Ejiofor wrote. So, from the activities of Ejiofor today, the way Ejiofor is attacking Biafra freedom movement, the way Ejiofor is attacking Eastern Security Network, from the activity of Ejiofor today, both in print media, both in video, both in everything, who is Ejiofor thinking that they are responsible for this hostility in this region he's talking about? Is IPOB and Biafra people. That is the reason. Now, who is the leader of this Biafra movement that Ejiofor is calling criminals? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And all of you are the members. All of you are Biafrans. So why we are struggling to protect our land from the invasion of Fulani, Ejiofor is busy for the past 1.5 years condemning Ndi Igbo, calling you criminal, calling you caste kidnappers, calling you caste snatchers, calling you ndoshi, calling you ndị na-eme ihe ọjọọ, calling you all manner of names, all in the name to actualize what he started, leading to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the killing of Ikonso. The beginning was the killing of Ikonso. Ejiofor was the eye of the Fulani in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi. I hope you are getting the point. Now let us continue. Upon my return home on Saturday, 5th June 2021, I was informed that the Catholic Bishop of Onitsha, Prophet Most Reverend Valerian Oke, wanted to see me in a meeting, which I thought would be private one. So the that they want to see in the meeting is not actually the Bishop Chukwuma, like a lot of people have said. A lot of people have said that it was Bishop Chukwuma. But here, Ejiofor did not refer to Bishop Chukwuma. Ejiofor said, Most Reverend Valerian Okeke. He went to meet him, and on the 5th, let us continue. I honored this invitation where His Grace raised a number of pertinent issues and consequently commended me for my untiring effort toward achieving peace in our region. The Reverend commended Ejiofor for his untiring peace. While Ejiofor was in this meeting, where the Reverend was commending him for his untiring peace, this particular commander of ESN called Gentle was by the side of Ejiofor. This Madubugo you see today was also by the side of Ejiofor. His Grace prayed for me and equally offered further useful advice. We agreed for a formal meeting where major stakeholders will be notified and equally represented. Are you people listening? I left the bishop court, but not until His Grace blessed me for the opting time. They blessed him for the opting time. And he prayed for me and my friend who was in my company. Ejiofor now tell you that they prayed for him and his friend. It is a lie. The friend Ejiofor was referring to here is Gentle. All of a sudden, Gentle now turned to a friend. Another friend that was in company of Ejiofor was Madubugu. The one they call Madubugu. I told you people that I'm not talking about him yet. His time is coming. I'm still watching. Madubugo, the one that went to kiss Onyendu, to give Onyendu the kiss of death, according to Ejiofor. The one that went to court and kiss Onyendu. You know, he came out to say, Onyendu say everywhere must be peace. That is what Ejiofor have made him to believe. All of them have betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a violent person. I do not know why they are talking that Onyendu say peace, 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 peace. One thing is this. After this whole thing that we are planning, all of them were part of it. Because the same Madubugo was inside the house with Ejiofor. They locked two of them. They locked themselves inside the bulletproof house. And I was communicating with them. Madubugo was there. Ejiofor was there. Two of them in that house, while others were outside. So Ejiofor is not talking about friend. The only people that were in that meeting where they went to see the Reverend was Madubugo, Ejiofor, and Gentle. And the Reverend Father prayed for Ejiofor and Gentle. I am giving you a vital information. And the reason why this information needs to be passed to the public is so that you will be the judge. And let me tell you, let us continue. I drove back home. Ejiofor said he drove back. Ejiofor said, I drove back home in my red Toyota car. Ejiofor said he drove back. Ejiofor did not say that the driver drove back. Ejiofor said he drove back. The question you should be asking yourself now is that, how did they get the key of the car? If Ejiofor was the one who drove this red Toyota car by himself, will he ordinarily leave the car key in the car, or where? I don't understand. Or you will drive your car and you leave the car key there. So Ejiofor say, I drove back home in my red Toyota car, the same car the criminals in security uniform stole from my house during their bloody invasion attack on my home. And inside the same car, my PA and the car itself were set ablaze. So how did they get the key? Or will you drive your car and pass the key to somebody else? I have no doubt in my mind that His Grace will be distraught to hear that the very fine gentleman, are you people hearing it? The very fine gentleman, Ejiofor confirming what I'm telling you here. The very fine gentleman, Mr. Samuel Okoro, he prayed for on Saturday, was brutally murdered by agent of the darkness in less than 7 hours after visiting him. Have you people seen it? Ejiofor told you here that it was a friend. Here, he finally mentioned the name of the person that the Reverend prayed for. I told you there were three: Madubugo, Ejiofor, and this gentle. And the Reverend did not pray for Madubugo. But they prayed for Ejiofor and this gentle. So here, Ejiofor was telling you that his grace here. Ejiofor said, his grace blessed me for the obtained time and prayed for me and my friend. Ejiofor did not say, pray for me and my friends. Friends means in plural, not singular. Here, Ejiofor say, pray for my friend, which means one person, which means one friend. Are you people following me? Because what Ejiofor is saying here is truth. The Reverend Father prayed for only one of his friend, which is the PA, which is the gentle. Ejiofor said, his grace blessed me for the opting time, and he prayed for me and my friend who was in my company. That friend who was in Ejiofor company is this Samuel Okoro here. Ejiofor went further to say, I have no doubt in my mind that his grace will be distraught to hear the very fine gentleman, Mr. Samuel Okoro, which is the gentle, he prayed for on Saturday, was brutally murdered by agent of darkness in less than 7 hours after visiting him. I want Biafrans to understand that what we are doing here is a highly, highly skilled thing. It is not analysis we are doing here is the analysis that the highest FBI investigators do. And I studied it. It is not something that you just wake up and start doing. This is how to capture criminals. This is how to know who commit crime, which part, which role the person played, how he played the role, and you'll be able to pass this particular information to prosecutor who will do a very, very good indictment, indict whoever that is involved and what their role they play as accomplice in the crime, and pass the thing to prosecutor. Prosecutor will now make an indictment and they go to court. So when judge will be listening to this particular scenario and how the whole thing happened, the judgment will be very, very straight. You will know that they actually committed this crime. So I want you to open your mind and listen to what Ejiofor is doing here, from friend to PA. Because as he was writing this particular statement, you know his heart is troubled. And of course, confession comes. No matter how he tried to hide it, it comes openly. So he said, a friend in his company, the bishop prayed for him, and then he come to say Samuel Okoro he prayed for on Saturday was brutally killed. Now, I want you to listen to this. Due to traffic situation in Onitsha, at the time of the day we left Bishop Court, we spent hours trying to maneuver the traffic and got home eventually at about 8 p.m. in the night. I was gravely worn out after a long journey and decided to shower and sleep in preparation for another meeting coming up the following morning. Ejiofor was preparing for another meeting that was coming up the next morning. What is that meeting all about? The same meeting, how to restore peace in the Southeast. So, killing of Gentle is part of the restoring peace of Ejiofor, which was the reason after they eliminated Gentle the previous night, Ejiofor still went to that meeting because it is called one down. One down, and let us go for the next. And the next was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what follows it. Otherwise, why would your PA be killed, assassinated, your car bombed, and the next day you summon courage to go to a meeting? Ejiofor did it. So it is, when he say well planned, one down, the next on the line. Ejiofor went to that meeting the next day after they killed the PA. Who does that in Alibo? I want you to understand, I am asking you a question. Who does that? And he turned around to say, to show that bringing peace in Alibo is the most thing that is dear to him. So he decided, that even though the PA was burnt alive in his car, he don't care. He has to go for that peace, to restore peace in Alibo. He went to the meeting the next day, and nobody attacked him. He was not afraid that the people that came to his house to attack him the previous night will wait for him in the morning. So, because he knows that it was stage managed. He did not call extra backup for security. He did not hire more armored vehicle to go with him to the meeting. He drove himself with another car or maybe somebody to the meeting without no problem. Nobody come to attack him. I want you to understand that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya till today, Ejiofor, nobody have argued with Ejiofor anywhere. Nobody. He goes everywhere freely. Nobody have attacked him. Because to them, they say the capture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Biafra. All of you heard it now. All of you heard it. That the capture of the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the end of Biafra. But today, they lied. Today, they lied. Now let us continue. I was in deep sleep when the demon struck, the barking of my security dogs and the sound of gun in and around my home could simply tell me that there is danger and unusual movement in my peaceful home. Initially, I couldn't fathom what the problem could be, but what I know and can tell the public on that part of my press release is that they will hear it all with impeccable evidence to demonstrate the atrocities that was committed in my peaceful home by paid agent of darkness. I saw as it were all planned. Listen, I saw as it all planned. It was like a movie. Ejiofor is telling you it was like a movie. Of course, it's like a movie. I saw and overheard them directing my domestic staff, who never resisted them in any manner, to take them upstairs, where their oga was sleeping at the night. But my staff kept telling them that oga is not in the house. Oga is not in this house. Shooting and heavy beating were simultaneously going on. The time was 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. in the morning. I saw Biggie on the ground being beaten and shot at before somebody, presumably a medical doctor in their company, injected him with what I believe to be a lethal substance. Are you hearing? Ejiofor even were able to identify who is a medical doctor. Ejiofor identify a medical doctor. Unafugonka. Have you seen this kind of thing? Ejiofor, who is a lawyer, is watching or was watching in CCTV camera, and he saw somebody who is a medical doctor. And then a medical doctor ni hundiban. So a medical doctor now will come in the company of security operative with just only one motive, which is to come and give injection to somebody. I want you people to listen to this. Ejiofor is narrating, what they plan, how they killed Gentle. Ejiofor say he saw somebody who is a medical doctor. So the DSS was coming to Ejiofor's house, and they have to bring bring a medical doctor whose only job is when they capture this particular person, let them inject him with lethal weapon. My people, this one a photo. This one a photo. Which kind of photo be this? So police don't know how to inject people with their lethal weapon. Police don't know how to, DSS don't know how to choke injection. Somebody that you are choking injection for somebody to die. So you must bring a medical doctor who will now choke the injection. Aromelo. The same Ejiofor told you that he was watching where they killed him inside the house. You people don't, you see why I say, that is why I say everything to begin to expose Ejiofor lies on the death of Gentle, because Gentle is the point of contact. Ejiofor told you he was watching, they killed him, they dragged him, they shot him dead, they dragged him out. The same Ejiofor told you that the brother came back to say they have killed the Gentle. He says it's a lie, they cannot kill him. The same Ejiofor is not telling you he saw a medical doctor. In a video, Ejiofor told you they came with native doctor and they were doing incantation. All right, let us listen and read. So let us read it again. I saw Biggie on the ground being beaten and shot at before somebody, presumably a medical doctor in their company, injected him with a lethal, which I believe to be a lethal substance. The lifeless body of Biggie was dragged on the floor of my compound to my parked car. My driver, who apparently was in possession of my car key at the time, was ordered at gunpoint to open the boot of the car where his body was dumped. Now, Ejiofor drove by himself back home, so he handed over the key to the driver. And probably that is what he did, because he said the driver gave the key. And that's why I asked. So, where were the driver when Ejiofor was driving himself from the bishop house or the father house back home? So, does it mean that the driver did not go with them? And if the driver did not go with them, what was the reason why Ejiofor did not want the driver to drive them there and he has to drive himself back? Well, these are the pertinent question that you need to ask. And then he came back and he handed over the key to the driver. All right. Effort by this band of murderers, that is if he has a driver. Effort by this band of murderers to access where I had hidden in order to finish the job for which they came proved abortive, as they couldn't breach the multiple bulletproof door leading to where I took refuge. They say Ejiofor said they couldn't breach, as if there was an attempt. There were never an attempt to break the door. My people, did you hear anybody say they made an attempt to break Ejiofor door? They never made any attempt. So why would Ejiofor say, every thing they couldn't breach the multiple bulletproof door leading to where because they never made attempt. The native doctor they brought along with them was armed with all sorts of charms, and he was busy making incantation and directing them to where he felt I was. Hey, alo melo, alo melo, alo melo. The native doctor was directing. Ejiofor was watching all this. Ejiofor know how many charms the native doctor came with. Ejiofor were able to identify the charms in the body of the native doctor. Alomelo. Midway into their murderous invasion of my home, their search for me was suddenly stopped, and they consequently vanished with my harmless and innocent staff they abducted, including the lifeless body of Biggie. These evil men left my house around 3:45 a.m., having killed, vandalized, and terrorized my household for over an hour and 15 minutes. So, for over an hour and 15 minutes, they were there in Ejiofor's house. Ejiofor say they hurriedly rushed out because they have picked what they call the biggie. Ejiofor told you they have spent 1 hour 15 minutes. You know what 1 hour 15 minutes is? If you spend 1 hour 15 minutes in somebody's house, that's a very long time. To spend 60 minutes plus extra 15 minutes is a very long time. Ejiofor say they spent this hour in his house before they left. They stole my car and left my home along with over 15 Helios van Toyota Hayase buses and armored personal carrier they came with. On getting to Okocha filing station in Neni, they dragged out my elder brother, Mr. Joel Ejiofor, who was equally abducted during the invasion, and directed him to disappear from their sight. You see, they directed him to disappear. The Proverb 3:26 worked on Ejiofor brother, but it did not work on other people. It was after my brother left that my car was set ablaze with Mr. Samuel Okoro inside the car. He was not only killed, but this soulless beast, his body was burnt beyond recognition. I wish to ask that directed this criminal and deadly invasion of my house to tell me what crime Samuel Okoro committed. We asking you, Ejiofor, what crime did Samuel Okoro committed that you people plan such evil against him? For the record, let Mr. Samuel Okoro hail from Ebonyi State and has been with me for the past 4 years. He was a brother, a dependable friend, and a refined gentleman. I will forever miss him. Akoko. While struggling to control my life at this point in time, he is struggling to control his life at this point. He described this particular Samuel Okoro as a brother, as a dependable friend, a refined gentleman, but yet he could not have a remorse that he was killed in a very brutal way. The next day, Ejiofor left and went to meeting where he was struggling to restore peace in the southeast. And I have tell you that the peace Ejiofor was trying to restore in the east is by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The peace Ejiofor was trying to restore in the east is by killing every powerful commanders of the Eastern Security Network. The peace Ejiofor was trying to restore in the east was he want to become the Allen Onyema of Orifite. Allen Onyema and Gumi of the northern Nigeria. He said it. He want to become Allen Onyema. Who know how much they have paid him? Who know how many billions? And the money is resting somewhere, waiting until he actualizes the mission of destroying the Biafra movement. He will now come out and begin to open a line. He will buy Chachangi, he will buy this one, and they will tell you he was the one who negotiated the end of Biafra agitation. Onewu. They will give him OON, CCG, 419, MOB, BON, all this alpha. This nonsense alphas. I call it national honor. That is what Ejiofor is looking for. But he has failed. Because Aiji went on Noma. That must come. So Ejiofor's this thing and the plan to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra has failed completely. I'm telling you people from what he said by himself. I did not make it up. Now let us continue. He said, I am indeed broken and traumatized. Not that I committed any offense known to law or that Samuel Okoro even did anything wrong, because he was murdered in the most bizarre, barbaric, brutal, and heinous manner. If Ejiofor was traumatized, like he said here, he wouldn't go to the meeting the next day. He wouldn't. So why would somebody who is a lawyer who claim to be traumatized by the the brutal bizarre murder of the PA will now summon courage to go and leave house and go to a meeting the next day? You are not traumatized. Do you know what it somebody traumatized from that kind of incident? But Ejiofor went to the meeting to show you that he was part of the planning of the execution and the assassination of that guy. For the record, I have been general counsel to Ipob. He say, okay, Ejiofor say he is a general counsel to Ipob and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu since 2015. Illegal prescription of Ipob is a subject of appeal, and a further pronouncement hasn't been made on that by a superior court of record. Now, as Ejiofor, did he actually file anything about the prescription of IPOB? The answer is no. Ejiofor, calling himself a general whatever counsel, he on like Okafa. I am the most trusted, erudite lawyer. I am international lawyer of repute. Everything. Ejiofor did not, since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria in 2017, Ejiofor did not file anything till Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was registered to Nigeria. Ejiofor didn't do anything. Ejiofor did not challenge Nigeria or press Nigeria to come and respond to the prescription of IPOB. Ejiofor didn't do it. Ejiofor did not do it. Ejiofor tell you, oh, we are in court. They are running away from court. This is the fucking, pardon my language. But honestly, I am very angered now. This is what this guy has been telling people. He said, oh, Nigerian government, they are running away from court. Running away from which court? Because you are not competent. Because Ibu Achikote Ekuono lawyer. You don't, nobody even hear what you speak. Nobody respect, Ejiofor, and he hired this Mika Rojo Koroko or whatever to come and say Ejiofor is a brilliant. If Ejiofor is a brilliant lawyer, we are going to see it. Abi with the blind. Show me one thing that make Ejiofor a brilliant lawyer. Just show me. I want Biafrans to show me one thing that Ejiofor have done to show is a brilliant lawyer. Is it logic? Is it is he outspoken? Is he? I want to see what makes Ejiofor a brilliant lawyer. That idiot will come and write Ejiofor is a brilliant lawyer. Are you the one to tell people that Ejiofor is a brilliant? Let Ejiofor show us how brilliant he is. A brilliant lawyer, when he speak, you know. A brilliant lawyer, when he do something, you know. So you don't need somebody to come and tell you Ejiofor is a brilliant lawyer. Where Ejiofor, where is the brilliancy of Ejiofor? We want to know. He's hire somebody to come and say, please, we condemn the attack on Ejiofor. Ejiofor is a brilliant lawyer. Where is he? Where is the brilliance of Ejiofor? I am asking this question, and I am waiting for the answer for the person who claims Ejiofor is a brilliant lawyer to come and tell us what Ejiofor have done to show he is a brilliant person. Ejiofor with his cut and join, all this fake story, and a lawyer implicating, exposing himself, exposing all these things, that confessing like this with like somebody who never crossed the wall, the four corners of school. What is the brilliance of Ejiofor? He's not even a brilliant criminal to start with, because people who are criminal, they are very smart. It's a complete itim pataka. They sort themselves out of law school. After as a blue file, Abuja, me one Yahoo, one or two Yahoo, make office or in Akobako. He's not the one doing all this job. It's all these people that studied very well. When you see them, you know. Some of the people following him are very brilliant people. They are the one brushing Ejiofor. Ejiofor have nothing upstairs. It's a complete team pataka. Ejiofor supposed to be in Opiweka or Bogo. That is where he belongs. Now, you're not Madaka with Ogo. Oboro put a Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case, Nam case, name experiment. You can't accept that. So I got Pogenana, complete Pogenana, Gina Potianeme. And that is it. Or you go to Aspanda. Mepe shop there. That is where you belong. And they are doing fine. Don't come and use Mazinam the Kanu case, Inamu case. Mbano. That is, it can be possible when we have not joined the Biafra struggle. But now I join go. I join go, but I join go. So if you must be part of this movement of you get brain doko, our brain will be very, very hot. For you to stand us, you must be brilliant and more smart than also. That is what I'm saying. So I warned you few weeks ago that when I will open your chapter, you will never recover. I told Barrister Ejiofor, all of you watched me when I was warning him. I said, focus, mind your business, follow your lane, allow Biafrans to fight in their own way. Allow Biafrans to fight. Stop manipulating the mind of Biafra people to serve your selfish interest. I warned him. All of you were watching when I was warning this man to mind his business, because I know that Mazinam Kanu is now in Nigeria and nothing they can do to him is going to come out. That was why everybody was just watching. I warned him several times. Now, after he used the criminals in DOS, they failed. He decided to take it upon himself. And I babbled the war 1 week. Also, Onyoban also, Oken also, Ngweren also. I am babbled the war. I am babbled the media war itself. I can be the because here can go now. I am only exposing what you have confessed in the public. I have not gone to those that nobody know about. So I never anya. But I want you people to listen. It will shock you to know that average Igbo man is a member of Ipob. My position of bet, I will discuss this topic in detail in the next part of my press statement. The question begging for answer, which I want the vendors to answer are: who sent them to my ancestral home? All these things are nonsense. So we are going to stop here, so that because there is a way I will make this exposition. So let me calm you people down. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazinam Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazinam Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazinam Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazinam Kanu was taking. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazinam Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. Now we are going to the next episode of this broadcast, which is going to be very, very brief. Today, we are going to send a very strong message to Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State. We have heard that Governor Ugwuanyi is about to embark on a very, very fruitless and dangerous mission, which is disarming and fighting local vigilantes formed by different and various communities in Enugu State. Governor Ugwuanyi, this will definitely bring what you can never contain to Enugu State. Nobody must interfere in vigilante that is formed or were formed by any community in Biafra land. Governor Ugwuanyi have not provided security for the people of Enugu State, but he was busy planning how to stop vigilantes in Enugu. If we hear that this meeting to disarm vigilantes in Enugu State continue, that the plan to disarm vigilante formed by various communities to protect their land, if this plan of Ugwuanyi continues, we will give him sleepless night, even before the time of the liberation will kick off fully. Tell Ugwuanyi that that is what we say. That Biafrans are going to give Ugwuanyi in Enugu a sleepless. He is never going to sleep again until we kick off the liberation of Biafra. And by then, I don't think he will be in Enugu State. Nobody can, you can't dare us again. You must allow communities, to protect themselves, since all of you have failed. Those that have mounted a gate in Four Corner Enugu, we also heard that the 82 Division, the commander of 82 Division, they are also planning to go and attack them. This is not acceptable. You cannot be attacking those who have volunteered to protect the life of our people against your Fulani. The commander is a Fulani. The general commander of 82 Division is a Fulani man. Today, he is threatening communities who have put up security to protect their life and property. He's threatening them. We are going to open another front in Enugu. If that is what Ugwuanyi wants, tell Ugwuanyi that Biafrans will open a new front in Enugu. We will never allow you to have breathing space. We are going to open a new front. Come and attack the people that are trying to protect our communities. We are going to open a new front. And you know what that new front means. Tell Ugwuanyi, since he thinks that he can serve Fulanese and be comfortable with it, we will open a new front in Enugu. The second warning goes to somebody called Peter Mba. Peter Mba is the They say he's the PDP flag bearer in Enugu State. I do not know what they are preparing. I don't know what they are preparing for election for. Peter Mba, we are aware that you already went to Zaria in Kaduna to swear oath of allegiance to Fulani. You went to Alhaji Manga in Kaduna to swear oath. So I do not know whether Alhaji Manga is the one you are coming to govern in Enugu. Or the reason you swear oath is for Manga to be, I don't know what your plan is. But whoever know the PDP person they called the flag bearer in Enugu State, they call him Pinnacle Oil or Pitamba, Pinnacle Oil. I don't know where you want to contest your election. Are you not aware that Biafra is coming in 2023 and you are going to be part of those who are going to deny the possibility to serve Fulani again? You have not even started. You're already going to Alhaji Manga in Zaria to swear oath that you are going to protect the interests of Fulani in Enugu State. And all these things are happening. Biafrans are not aware. Our warning goes to him. Gone are those days that you will go to the north and swear oath of allegiance. Why the people you're supposed to swear oath of allegiance are the people of the southeast. Although I am not, why am I even talking? But what I'm trying to say this evening is that we know that you went to Alhaji Manga in Zaria and you took oath there. We are aware of that. And those of you who think you can intimidate Biafrans by bringing soldiers to kill us, I don't know whether you should learn from what is happening in another part of Biafra. Learn. You can't kill Biafra by guns and bullets. You can't. You can't stop Biafra by guns and bullets. This man called Pinnacle Oil, or whatever they call him, is already planning how to protect the interests of Fulani in Enugu State when he become a governor. And I do not know where he wants to become the governor anyway. So the essence of this particular comment this evening is for him to know that we are aware that he went to Zaria to take oath. And we are aware that he has sworn oath of allegiance to protect the interests of Fulani in Enugu State. And Ugwanyi is following the footprint or whatever of Ugwanyi. Ugwanyi already is planning to start attacking the vigilantes using the military of the 82 Division. So what we are telling them this evening is that we are going to open a new front in Enugu. If Ugwanyi, that is what you want, we open a new front. Because the liberation of Biafra is going to be something that you people will be shocked.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see, the small boy that
They call him. What is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology. It's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I told you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I say, I see a small puppy going forward. All of a sudden, I saw so many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an evil man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby, it's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. Please. Every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because he's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you are asking, when the king comes down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
And that is how the people that don't have prophet, they perish. Unfortunately, the time is late for dialogue anything. I don't know what are we dialoguing? Dialoguing what? We're dialoguing for referendum, or we are dialoguing for, what we want is freedom. So that time for this kind of talk, has passed. Because even if you have any dialogue then, it is still going to lead to the referendum and all that. But why I'm playing this particular prophecy of this man is that for those who think that guns and bullets can stop Biafra, I don't know how long, they should understand how many years they have been fighting Biafra with gun, especially recently from 2019 or 2020. They should ask themselves for how many years they have been fighting Biafra. Is there any improvement? Do they think they can defeat us with gun? That is why I'm telling the Enugu government or the Enugu governor, we are going to open a new front in Enugu very, very soon. If that is what they want, we'll give it to them. And any state that want, we'll open a front there. Before the time that we are going to start the liberation will start, we're going to open front in all of them. Let us see how they are going to defend 1 million of men of Biafra. Let us see how they're going to do it. All right. All right. I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much for being part of this program. This is very late, and we need to sleep and get ready for tomorrow activities. May God bless Mazina Bikano. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless Professor Kintoye. May God bless Omada and their husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless you. May God bless all the committees and all the alliances we have. May God bless all of you that are supporting the program. May God bless those who support us in one way or the other. Thank you very much. And remember, we have destroyed the enemy within. Today, I look at them, they say, oh, they now believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give message. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can give message, but we know the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Ejiofor has been the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. From here, from me, is good evening. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became